In the middle of a big, green jungle where the leaves rustled like soft silk, there lived a little chameleon named Pip, who had a very special and very tricky problem. Pip was not like the other chameleons who could stay a calm, steady green to blend in with the tall grass and the ferns. Whenever Pip felt happy, he turned bright yellow like a sunny lemon, but if he felt just a little bit excited, his skin would flash a shocking pink. The jungle was full of birds singing sweet songs and bees buzzing in happy circles, but for Pip, the colors were changing faster than a spinning top. One morning, Pip woke up in his cozy nest high up in a thick oak tree, and he looked out at the world through his bright, curious eyes. The sun was just beginning to peek over the horizon, painting the sky in soft shades of peach and gentle purple. He stretched his long, thin legs and felt the rough texture of the tree bark against his toes, but he noticed something strange happening to his skin right away. He tried to think about eating a crunchy red berry, and suddenly his whole body turned a deep, shiny red color, even though he was just sitting quietly. Pip looked down at his tummy and saw his friends, the little bluebirds, who were sitting on a branch nearby and chirping happily about their morning meal. He wanted to join them, but he was worried that if he changed color, they would get scared and fly away into the sky. He tried to tell them, "I am just a chameleon, I am not a red apple," but his voice came out in a willy squeak, and his skin turned a nervous purple. The bluebirds paused their singing and tilted their heads, wondering what was making their friend look so strange and different. Pip sighed a little puff of air that smelled like fresh morning dew and closed his big round eyes for a moment to think. He remembered how his mother used to tell him that all colors were beautiful and that being different was a wonderful thing, but right now he felt very small and very sad inside. He wished he could be like the other chameleons who stayed a quiet green color all day long without any trouble at all. He wished he could just be normal and not have to worry about flashing bright spots that might scare the baby monkeys playing below him. Just then, a gentle breeze blew through the trees and carried the sweet smell of jasmine flowers and wet earth all the way up to where Pip was sitting. The leaves danced and whispered secrets to each other, creating a sound like a soft rustling carpet. Pip opened his eyes again and saw that his skin had turned a calm, peaceful blue because he was feeling a little bit better. He took a deep breath and thought about how nice the cool air felt out on his warm skin. But his skin quickly turned a confused gray because he was trying so hard to make sense of his feelings. A wise old tortoise named Barnaby slowly walked up the tree trunk, his shell clicking softly against the bark with a rhythm that sounded like a slow heartbeat. Barnaby had lived in the jungle for many, many years and had seen seasons change and leaves fall and grow again. He looked at Pip with kind, wrinkled eyes that held a lot of love and patience. "Hello, my little friend," Barnaby rumbled gently, his voice deep and slow like a river flowing over smooth stones. "Why do you look so worried today? Your colors are dancing all over the place like a rainbow." Pip looked down at his feet and saw that they were changing from gray to green to yellow in a fast, confusing zigzag pattern. "I don't know how to stop it," Pip whispered, his voice trembling a little bit. "Every time I feel something, I change color, and I am afraid the animals will think I am silly or strange. I just want to be like everyone else." He felt a tear roll down his cheek, and where the tear landed, a bright spot of orange appeared on his arm, making him feel even more upset. Barnaby smiled a very slow, very kind smile that crinkled the corners of his eyes and made his whole face look warm and safe. "You know, little one," Barnaby said softly, "the sky changes color every day, from blue to pink to orange, and the ocean changes from dark blue to sparkling teal. Even the leaves change color in the autumn to make the forest look like a giant painting." He reached out a rough, scaly hand and gently patted Pip's shoulder, and wherever Barnaby touched, Pip's skin felt a little bit more calm and steady. Pip watched his skin slowly settle into a soft, calming green color, just like the leaves around them, and he felt a little bit of hope growing in his heart. "But what about when we're scared or sad?" Pip asked, looking up at the old tortoise with big, watery eyes. "Does that mean I have to be afraid to feel my feelings?" He looked around at the jungle and saw a butterfly landing on a flower, and his skin flashed a bright, happy yellow just because the butterfly was so pretty and colorful. Barnaby chuckled a low, rumbling sound that vibrated through the ground and made the other animals look up from their games. "My dear little chameleon," Barnaby explained gently, "your feelings are like the colors in a beautiful painting. If you were to hide your feelings, the painting would be boring and gray. Your feelings make you special and unique, just like the stars make the night sky look magical and full of wonder." The old tortoise's voice was like a warm blanket wrapping around Pip's heart, making him feel safe and loved. Pip thought about what Barnaby said and felt a warmth spread through his tummy, turning his skin into a lovely, glowing pink color. Maybe being different is okay, Pip thought to himself, and he felt a little bit of bravery growing inside him like a tiny seed. He looked at the other animals and saw that they were all watching him with curiosity and kindness, not with fear or judgment. A squirrel dropped a nut on the ground, and Pip's skin turned a happy brown color to match the nut, showing that he was ready to try something new. Pip decided to walk down from the high tree to the soft grass below, and as he stepped onto the mossy ground, he felt the cool, damp texture under his feet. The grass smelled like rain and sweet earth, and the air was filled with the chirping of crickets and the hum of bees. He took a deep breath and let his skin change colors naturally as he felt the breeze and the sunshine. He saw a frog sitting on a lily pad, and his skin turned a bright, shiny green to match the frog, making him feel like he was part of a big, happy family. As Pip walked through the jungle, he met a little monkey who was swinging from vine to vine and laughing with a sound like bells. The monkey's fur was a mix of brown and gold, and his eyes sparkled with mischief and joy. "Look at you, changing colors like a magic trick," the monkey shouted, his voice echoing through the trees and making the other animals laugh. Pip felt a little bit shy at first, and his skin turned a nervous purple, but then he remembered Barnaby's words and felt proud of his special ability. The monkey caught a shiny blue beetle and held it up to the sun, and the beetle's shell reflected light in 1,000 different colors. Pip watched the beetle and felt his own skin turn a deep, rich blue, just like the beetle's shiny shell. "I like the blue," Pip said softly, and he felt a sense of calm wash over him. The jungle seemed to glow with 100 different colors, and Pip realized that he was the most colorful animal in the entire forest, not a scary or strange one at all. They continued walking until they reached a little stream where the water sparkled like diamonds and reflected the sky above. The water was cool and clear, and Pip could see fish swimming beneath the surface, their scales flashing in shades of silver and orange. He dipped his toes into the water and felt the gentle current tickle his feet, and his skin turned a clear, watery blue to match the stream. A water strider skated across the surface of the water, leaving tiny ripples that looked like diamonds dancing in the light. Pip saw a family of deer grazing near the stream, their coats the color of dried hay, and their eyes soft and gentle. One of the little fawns looked at Pip with wide, innocent eyes and bleated a soft sound. Pip's skin turned a soft, creamy white to match the fawn's coat, and he felt a sense of peace settle over him like a quiet cloud. "You are so beautiful," the fawn seemed to say with its eyes, and Pip felt his heart swell with love for all the animals in the jungle. He realized that his colors were not a problem, but a gift that let him connect with everyone he met. Barnaby the tortoise had found a sunny spot on a big rock to rest, and he watched Pip with a look of pure admiration and pride in his old eyes. "You are doing wonderful, little one," Barnaby called out, his voice carrying easily across the meadow. "Your colors are telling a story about how you feel, and that is a story worth listening to." Pip looked at his hands and saw that they were a mix of all the colors he had felt today, a beautiful rainbow swirl that showed his happy, sad and brave feelings. Pip sat down next to Barnaby and closed his eyes to feel the warmth of the sun on his back. He thought about how much he loved his family and his friends, and his skin turned a warm, golden orange color that looked like a sunset. The jungle sounds were so peaceful, with the wind whispering through the leaves and the birds singing their evening songs. He felt safe and loved, and he knew that he could be himself and still be a friend to everyone in the world. The sun began to go down, painting the sky in shades of deep purple, fiery red, and soft pink that blended together like watercolors. The temperature dropped, and a gentle chill made the air smell like cool earth and blooming night flowers. Pip felt his skin turn a cozy, warm brown color to match the setting sun, and he felt ready to go home and sleep in his warm nest. The stars began to appear one by one, twinkling like little diamonds in the velvet black sky, and Pip's skin turned a sparkling silver to match the stars. Pip walked back up the tree to his nest, and the leaves rustled softly as he passed under them, making a sound like a gentle whisper. He climbed onto his favorite branch, which was soft and cushioned with moss and dried leaves. He curled up into a little ball and felt the warmth of the moonlight on his skin, which was now a calm, quiet blue. He took a deep breath and felt his heart slowing down. Just like the slow, steady breathing of a sleeping animal, his skin settled into a peaceful, neutral color that was comfortable and safe. Before he closed his eyes for the night, Pip thought about how much he loved being a chameleon who could change colors. He thought about the red he felt when he was happy, the blue he felt when he was calm, and the gold he felt when he was brave. He knew that tomorrow would bring new feelings and new colors, and he was excited to see what they would be. He drifted off to sleep with a smile on his face, dreaming of a rainbow that stretched from the ground all the way to the sky. And now it is time for you to close your eyes too, little one, and drift off into a world of soft dreams and gentle whispers. Imagine that you are a special chameleon who can change colors just like Pip, showing all the wonderful feelings inside your heart. Let your skin turn a cozy, warm color as you settle into your bed, feeling safe and loved by everyone around you. The jungle is quiet now, with only the soft sounds of the night, and you are wrapped in a blanket of warmth and peace. Good night, little one. Sweet dreams.